Hotep was born out of the prisons. This was born out of Harlem. A bunch of so-called, I guess you call them black men, melanated men, come out of the Caribbean, settled in Harlem, settled in all over, man. But you got like Garvey out of Jamaica. You got Noble Drew Ali. You have a bunch of brothers. John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, New York. And they settled in these, black communities. And there was always that knowledge. There was always that gnosis that always existed. And we saw it in hip hop. It left hip hop in 2000, right around the 2000s. But I always ask people, I said, do you remember when hip hop was Hotep? Remember when Tupac was wearing the African dashiki? Remember when Queen Latifah had her Nefertiti crown on? People remember this? So, when people ask me about the hood, I'm like, the hood came from Hotep. Like that's our roots. So it's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be that level of skepticism. You're always gonna have that Hotep uncle in your ear telling you about whatever conspiracy is happening now. It's always gonna be a Hotep uncle at your Thanksgiving dinner that's always spouting. And so I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you got some Hoteps, they're a little bonkers. They might take it too far. Their facts might not be all the way correct. They might be, pointing in the right direction, but it might be off a few degrees on the compass, but they mean well. But I think the greater point is they want you to investigate. They want you to start thinking and questioning things. They don't want you going along with the patterns, going along with the programming. And I think that's what their biggest fear is. Because if you come back and say, hey, did you know this? Then now it's a conversation, or you could just correct and say, yo, you kind of right, but this, but I feel you though, Yes. But it's that knowledge that you got to have, he's pointing you to something. You got to go investigate that.